and the Green Bay Packers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
3rd and long. It's Rudolph. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Hey. All right, here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Freeman again, a first down carry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
2nd and 10, Rudolph again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Rudolph gets this one left side to Pettis. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
53. Check 53.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Leopard! Leopard!
Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right.
Back to throw here. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But, has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Cobb. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Now let's go!
Now back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you've got to make that throw, right? Yeah. That's got to be completed.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one. They missed it in a big way.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Over!
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hey, right 52.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Set! Green 39. Green 39.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. There he goes inside the 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. Mark Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Set! 319! 319!
Looking to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Strong right.
Black 99 Philly, here we go!
4 down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll run here with Freeman. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. In for the score. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He's going to air one out. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
Now Rudolph on 1st down. Finding some room at midfield. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Gone. Now let's go. Blue 90.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Now let's go. Blue Niner.
On second down, Ingram. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
Hey, switch gears.
They will snap it to Rudolph. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
We got 3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Packers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Set.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
No, check.
They are going for it. It's Rudolph. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Set. 3-19.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And this hits off the right upright, but it finds its way through. Could have gone either way, but he got it to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Whoa! It still won't go down. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Mike Bennett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On play action, they'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They go play action here on first down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
3-19.
Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his third touchdown now on the year. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. Back now at Lambeau. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
It gets it over the middle of the Cobb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
4 down. Alert. Tighten up.
Leopard.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Tight end right. Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Barney. Now let's go. 319. 319.
Rudolph on first down. They go screen. This is Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
319.
Here's Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Rudolph now to throw. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
He'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And now back out comes the offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Detroit! Detroit!
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Gun! 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 Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
The busy night continues for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And now the Packers get set to go. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Packers, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they will fall to 1-1.